Hi, my name is Michelle Childs, and today I'm going to be going through a goal setting workshop with you. I can't take all the credit for this workshop myself. It was inspired by an audio that I listened to recently from the amazing Jim Rohn, who is just fantastic. If you've not heard him speak or read any of his books or anything like that, then I seriously suggest that you go and look him up. You can search for him on YouTube and find absolutely loads of stuff. And he's just amazing. The stuff he comes out with, it's so much common sense, but it will resonate with you on such a high level. It's amazing. And this is a goal setting workshop that he did that I've kind of put a little bit of my own spin on it. So it's not entirely everything that he does, but I've taken bits from what I already know and taken bits from his workshop and put this all together for you. So I hope you enjoy it. So you've got your goal setting workshop pack there, so you can, it's up to you how you do it. What I would suggest is really probably the best thing to do is to watch this through first and read through the book, and not really to do anything with it, just to listen and kind of start your mind thinking a little bit so you understand what the process is, and then to come back and to start it again and to go through the process. And there'll be opportunities where I will say you can pause this now, so you can pause it and then do the tasks. So make sure you set yourself some time to do it, or you might decide that you want to do one of the tasks today and then another one tomorrow, or spread it out. It's entirely up to you how you want to do it. Or you might decide that actually I'm going to sit down for a whole morning and I'm going to do this, and I think that's probably the best way. You need to give yourself plenty of time, no distractions. If you can do it when the children aren't around, then that's really good, to give yourself that quality time. You could take yourself away from your house, your office, whatever, and go somewhere that inspires you. Go and sit in a nice hotel, and do it there, or whatever it is that kind of switches your buttons on. That's a really good way as well, if you can. Obviously we're all mums, it's a busy time of the year, so that might not be possible, but if you can, then fab. So why are we doing this? Why are we setting goals? And the important thing is if you know what you want, it will make your motivation a lot stronger. It gives you a reason to get up in the morning. You will feel like you're jumping out of bed in the morning because you know what your purpose is. And one of the quotes that Jim Rohn said was, if your dreams are strong enough, you will be prepared to pay the price. So by having these really clear visions of what you want, it just makes all the crap that we have to go through sometimes running our own businesses worth it. Some days we do have bad days, some days things don't go to plan, but if you've got really strong ambition and really strong dreams, you will keep going because you know that in the end it's going to be worth it, and you will be prepared to pay that price. So that's really, really important. So step one, first of all, it's good to just recognise what you've done well in your life already. So the first task is to list 5 things that you've already accomplished that you are proud of. So the types of things that this could be, it could be obviously your children, that's going to be a proud thing. It could be a school achievement, it could be an academic achievement, so you might have got a degree, you might have got achieved something in your career, you may have some kind of qualification that you're really, really proud of. It could be a work achievement, you know, you got to a certain level in your business. It could be something to do with your family, like I say, your children or your partner. It could be an award that you've won. One of mine is winning the Young Britain Entrepreneur of the Year awards. That was, you know, one of my highlights. That's something I'm really proud of. It could be a sporting achievement. It could be anything that just you're really, really proud of. So have a think throughout your whole life, 5 things that you've accomplished that you are proud of. So if you need to pause now, but now's the time to do it and write those things down. Okay, so you've got your 5 things that you've accomplished that you're proud of. So you can look back on those and feel really, really good. And you've done that. So when you're setting yourself new goals, you know that you can achieve things that perhaps before you didn't think you could achieve, those 5 things that you've already accomplished. So congratulate yourself for that. So the next thing we want to do is to list 50 things that you want. Now this is really important. If you notice the bit in red, it's not what you think you can get, it's 50 things that you want. So it doesn't matter. It could be a Ferrari, and yeah, okay, right now you're not going to be able to get a Ferrari, but we're not putting a glass ceiling on our lives here. It's very much blue sky thinking. What do you want? And this can be really hard. I really struggled with this. You know, you kind of think, oh, I can't put that down because blah blah blah. No, forget it. You can have anything that you want if you put your mind to it, and this is what this is all about. So list 50 things that you want. So you've got that sheet there with 1 to 50 on it. List them all going down. So what car do you want? What house do you want? Places you want to visit. So you might have, you know, a couple of cars. So you think, well, actually, yeah, in the next 5 years, you know, I'm going to need a big 7-seater. I'm going to need a 4x4. But actually, in a few years' time, when the kids have grown up, I'd quite like a little Ferrari 2-seater, or, you know, whatever it is, your dream car. So you could put a couple of cars down. House. So, you know, the house that you want to move into next, or your forever home. You might want a house in the countryside and one in the city. You might want one abroad. So whatever you want to put down for that. Places you want to visit. I think I could probably list 50 places that I wanted to visit without anything else. So it could be things like going on safari, going to Australia, going to all the Venice, Paris, wherever it is that you really want to go and travel to. You could put down experiences, so things like skydiving, swimming with dolphins. These could be, you know, driving a F1 car, or whatever it is that you really want to do, things that you aspire to do. What do you want for your children? So this could be things like private education, travel. Where do you want to take them to? What do you want them to see? What skills do you want to teach them? What other things do you want to bring into their lives? New skills that you want to learn. So you might want to learn a new language, you might want to learn to play a musical instrument, you might want to learn new skills in your business, or just things that you feel passionate about that you want to learn how to do and to become better in. People you want to meet. So one of my ambitions is to meet Tony Robbins. I'm sure a lot of you have heard of him. I've loved him, admired him, studied him for absolute years. So one of my goals is to go on his VIP program, where you get to go and stay in his house on his island. I can't remember what it's called now, but that's one of my goals. And to meet him, could be to meet a celebrity, you know, whatever it is that you've said, yes, I'd love to meet Robbie Williams, he'd be on my list. So you can put anyone on that list. Health and lifestyle. So what does that mean to you? Is there a certain weight you want to achieve? Is there a certain, you know, do you want to be going to yoga classes 3 times a week? Do you want to join the gym and a health club, and, you know, all these types of things? What does your health and lifestyle look like? What kind of habits would you like to have and be doing? So is it, for me, some habits that I want to take up are getting up early in the morning and drinking 2 litres of water a day, and just these types of habits that will make a big difference in my life. Reading more, all these types of things. Charity work. Who do you want to help and support? So you could put that down. Finances. Is being financially free one of your goals? Is it to earn a certain amount in your business? Is it to invest a certain amount? What does that look like for you? Your career in business. So do you have goals if you work for perhaps a network marketing company to achieve a certain level in your business? If you run your own business, do you want to have open an office and expand and take on staff? Is that one of your goals? Do you want to earn a certain amount or sell a certain amount? Launch a new product range? What is your ultimate for your business? Where do you see that going? What do you want that to happen? What hobbies do you want to do? So it might be that you want to do horse riding, or a particular sport, or whatever that really kind of turns you on, lights your buttons, pushes your buttons, not light your buttons, lights your spark. Getting all confused. Personal development. So what does that look like for you? Do you want to do conferences? So again, go back to Tony Robbins' thing for me, doing his big all his courses that he does, which cost like tens of thousands of pounds, but would just be life changing. But as well, I want to go back and do his program he does at the Excel Centre in London. I did that about probably 10 years ago now, and that was just amazing. It's like a 3-day weekend, but it costs about 2 or 3 grand, so it's not cheap. But that's something I want to do again. I'd stick that on the list. Perhaps online programs that you want to do, personal development books that you want to get, or programs, or whatever that might be. And what do you want to become? What type of person do you want to become? So you can put that down as well, the kind of traits and things that you want to become. So stop the webinar now, and you can carry on with your list and write 50 things down. So go away, do that, and then come back again in a minute. Okay, next step. So we've got our 50. So what we want to put down after each goal now is a 1, a 3, a 5, or a 10. So if you think, and this is just a guesstimate, so it's only a rough guess, how long you think it will take to achieve each of those goals. Some of you will be like, I don't know, but just guess. It's not an exact science. So if you think you can get it in the next year, put 1. If you think it will take you 3 years to get it, put 3. If you think it's 5 years to get it, put 5, or 10 years or longer, then put 10. So go back now and do that for all 50. Off you go. Okay, welcome back. So, how many do you have for each? So, I want you to tally up now. So, how many 1-year goals have you got? How many 3, how many 5, and how many 10? So go and do that, and then come back. Right, okay, so why have we done this? So typically, people have more 3- and 5-year goals, as 1 year seems too short a time for you to be able to achieve all these things, because you just think, oh no, I'm never going to be able to get that car in a year, but maybe in 3 years, yeah, okay, I could do that. Maybe in 5, yeah, I could do that. So you don't have too many 1-year goals, but also at the same time, you don't have many 10-year goals. And it's not saying that this is a definite. You might have loads, but if you don't, it's something that you can go and reassess. And the reason why you might not have many 10-year goals is because 10 years seems too far in the future for you to imagine and to plan for. So if that's the case, perhaps have a little bit of a reflect and think, okay, so I haven't got many 1-year goals. Actually, what can I achieve in the next year, and set some goals around that. Or if it's the 10-year goals that you're lacking in, then again do that. Think, okay, so in 10 years time, yeah, I can get that house in Malibu, I can get that Lamborghini, and set some 10-year goals that are just stretching you as well. So if you've got a good mix, and that's fine, and you're happy with your list, then no problem. If you want to go back and have a reassess and add some more in, then that's fine. This is your chance to do that. So, step 5. So, of your 1-year goals, I want you to pick 3 that are most important. So, ask yourself, if you were to already have achieved these goals, which would have the greatest impact on your life and business from your 1-year goals. So, pick 3. So, go and have a really good think. If you'd already done this, it would have changed your life. Basically, those are the ones that you want to be working on to start off with, the most important. So go ahead and do that. Okay, so the next step. On your goal sheet, write down your first goal and decide a date when you want to achieve this by, and write that down too. So at the very, very top of your goal sheet, you've got a little space to write that down, and then also it could be a rough date. Again, this is all flexible, but we need to give these things a deadline, and then we can work back from that. So when you want to achieve this by, so for your first one, go and do that now.